Welcome to the Diamond Mine Podcast with Nate and Laney, where we listen to all 92 Diamond albums certified by Billboard. Today's album is Millennium by the Backstreet Boys. But first things first, starting off with a little announcement. There is a very small child downstairs, so if you hear things banging or screaming or anything, like right there, it is my almost 3-year-old nephew, so apologies, but I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Alright, so getting started on this album. It was released in 1999 with 12 songs lasting 46 minutes, and this album went 13 times platinum.
Man, he is just going ham, whatever he's screaming about. Okay, you good to go?
Yeah.
Alright, the first song is Larger Than Life. The beat comes in all funky, and it's got like a witch laugh going on. Like a ha 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 ha. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. We also just listened to this, like, right before this. So, it's just exactly what you'd expect from a Backstreet Boys song, except this one's got a guitar solo. So, just imagine any Backstreet Boys song, and then throw in some shredding, and you've got this song.
Yeah, Nate pretty much covered my notes. I just said that I really liked the wicked laugh at the beginning. The song is actually, it's a thank you to their fandom.
Huh.
So when we got to the last song, I was like, wow, they must really like their fans.
Uh-huh.
But then, yeah. But, you know, I like the beat, the guitar solo, Nate kind of covered. It was very catchy, and I already knew this song. So,
I hadn't heard this one before, but...
Okay. Yeah, but that's all I have.
Alright, the next song is I Want It That Way. Just the certified hood classic. Like, probably the most popular Backstreet Boys song. Just your Backstreet Boys formula, and this one just hit. I mean, like, if you really took any of the Backstreet Boys songs, especially, like, their poppy, energetic ones, like, oh my gosh, like, any of them could really blow up. Like, they all pretty much sound the same. Wow,
Yeah.
He is, like, yelling at the top of his lungs.
He's excited.
Yeah.
They're playing hide and seek.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say, but, again, apologies for that, but we really, we can't do anything about it, and we've waited, but, like, Laney's gotta go at 5, and it's 4:15, so we gotta record this.
Yeah, all I had to say about the song is that it's about a strained relationship, but the lyrics didn't make much sense, which, if you ask anybody, like, band member, whatever, they tell you that it doesn't really make sense. The song's guitar riff was inspired by Metallica, apparently. And the music video for the song was was parodied by Blink-182, and the song itself was parodied by Weird Al. But it's a classic Backstreet Boys song. Every time I hear it, I think of the scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's it.
The next song is Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. This song made me want to barf. This song was not very good. They get intense during the chorus, but this song just made me want to sleep. And, like, this is the side of Backstreet Boys I really don't like.
Yeah, I wrote down that I didn't like the song from the beginning. It has the basic snaps and, like, the slow beat of the late 90s, early 2000s melody. It's about, like, heartbreak and how the narrator deals with being alone. And they are really milking the whole tell me why thing.
Yeah, they even say, forgot about that. They said tell me why in this, and then both me and you.
Yep.
Okay, I've got like a good bit to say for the next 2 songs, but
I don't have that much. So.
The next thing is It's Gotta Be You. This is like the point. Okay, let me say what I think about this album.
Okay.
Is it recording our audio?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess
It's just
like
not showing up. It's fine.
Okay. Well,
it's done this before though.
All right. So this is like my opinion on this album. This album isn't as bad as the last Backstreet Boys album we listened to, but the thing is, this album is also way more samey, in my opinion. Like, a lot of the songs are exactly the same, It's hard to find any differentiation in their sound. And I say this about quite a bit of artists that we listen to. And maybe it's just because we're towards the bottom of the list, so the artists aren't, like, the albums aren't as good, so the artists probably suffer from this more than, like, people towards the top of the list. Sorry.
We also sit and listen to the thing in its entirety instead of...
But, like, they only have two sounds. They've got the poppy, energetic, or slow, soft love songs. Their poppy, energetic songs are fun, but they don't have any substance. So it's just, like, they're not an album kind of band. Like, they're a singles, like, you listen to their popular songs and you enjoy them, but their albums are nothing that you want to, like, in my opinion, delve into. Because there's no substance there and it's all the same thing. And they're basically just throwing the same thing with different words at the wall, and whichever one hits the Billboard charts and stays up there is the one that they ride. And I like with that being said, I like this song better than most of their poppy stuff, but it's just not like very,
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's not good, because, I mean, everybody has their opinion, but from a critical standpoint, if you're just looking at the lyrics and what it is, the music is not quality music.
It's not something I would choose to listen to, really.
Yeah.
I mean, but, like, their popular songs are on throwback playlists and stuff, which makes sense, because it's their popular stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I just don't know.
I didn't mean to go in on you, Backstreet Boys. I just, kind of went ham on y'all.
Because they're listening. What's our next song? It's Gotta Be You.
Did you really have nothing to say for that?
No, I do.
Oh.
I didn't know if you were just referring to the album entirety and you were going to get into the song, or if it was just...
Oh, no. That was, like, what I was going to say on the song. It's Gotta Be You.
Yeah, so this one was catchy. It throws in some unique sounds, but Nate kind of mentioned earlier it has the same, like, formula for most of its stuff. And I'm pretty sure Nick Carter sings the pre-chorus, and it has the same effect as Justin Timberlake saying, "It's gonna be me." Did you hear that?
Because he says, like, baby and crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he says it in that same, like, nasally kind of tone. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's all I had, though. Not much.
Understood. I Need You Tonight. This is where... Sorry, I just saluted when I said understood. I Need You Tonight is back to that slow, lovey sound.
This wasn't the worst one I've ever heard, though.
No,
them.
this one wasn't, oh, shoot. I just, inhaled my spit, and I'm trying not to cough. Sorry.
Okay.
This one opens up with him saying, "Open up your heart to me," and that's immediately when I knew I wasn't gonna like this song.
Yeah, same.
I know I'm not the target audience, and I kept saying that and repeating that last time we listened to a Backstreet Boys album and an NSYNC album, and I'm sure 12-year-olds in 99 were crazy over this. It's just this is not for me. And they're just super, super predictable, and this is the point where I realize that how predictable they are. They're basically doing a poppy song and then a slow song and a poppy song and a slow song, and that's pretty much what they do for this whole entire album.
You say that, and yet 3 of your siblings and your mom went to the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, they were bumping the Backstreet Boys. But the Backstreet Boys aren't like Garth, and I'm sure you're with me on this. With Garth, I can turn off my brain, but I'm still having kind of a good time with some of his songs.
Yeah.
If I turn off my brain with Backstreet Boys, I'm not having that much of a good time, and maybe it's because I'm more of the target audience for Garth than I am Backstreat Boys, because I'm not a 12-year-old little girl. I'm a dude from Tennessee, and I'm not even, and Laney can attest this, I'm not even a redneck or anything. It's just I grew up around here, so I guess I'm more the target audience, so I have a better time with that. And some people probably have a better time turning off their brain and listening to Backstreet Boys than they would Garth Brooks. But, I don't know. From a critical standpoint, I again, just not good music.
See, I turned my brain off for this one, so I wrote 4 things down. Piano, love ballad, very generic, not their worst. That's it. That's all I had for that.
Okay. Don't Want You Back. They've got this opening with like accented eighth note piano, like an accented eighth note piano thing, like dun 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 dun, like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of went ham. It reminded me of the opening for Oh Baby Baby.
Okay.
How was that? Yeah.
After that happened, there was a certain part that reminded me of Airplanes with like B.O.B. and who's that, Haley Williams or whoever sings that. So that's what that reminded me of.
Interesting. But they shouted out the Backstreet's Back, that song.
Yeah.
And this one isn't Lovey, which was interesting to me because I just complained about how they only had two formulas that they fit their songs into. This one wasn't Lovey. This one was actually the opposite. And people 100% cranked this after a breakup in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. They had to.
Oh, for sure.
It also reminded me of NSYNC's I Want You Back. Because they're like, don't want you back. I don't know. But yeah, I actually thought this one, had a funkier beat. And I like that they included their little Backstreet's Back Alright clip or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't have much to say about this one.
Understood. I don't know why I keep saying that today. Next song is Don't Want to Lose You Now. I don't have much to say. It's just formulaic.
They went from Don't Want You Back to Don't Want to Lose You Now. Like, did they change their mind?
No, it's dumb. But I don't have much to say. It's just insanely formulaic. It's the soft, slow vibe after a big poppy vibe.
I just said that I wish I didn't do slow songs, honestly, because I'm pretty sure I've heard this before, but I would only guess from, like, a movie. Or something like that, because it's very basic.
Or you likely just heard another Backstreet Boys song and mistook it for this one, because most of their songs sound the same.
Wasn't this the one where we both, like, looked at each other and said, I think I've heard this before? Was this a song? Or was it another one?
Maybe?
I can't remember.
I'm not positive. But is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is called The One. Or, no. Yes.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, the next one is The One. We talked about Jewel during the song, because Jewel is the next artist we have to listen to.
Oh, right.
And I mean, at least it's not two slow songs in a row. It's another poppy song. During this album, and I don't know how you feel about this, Lainey, and you can add in if you feel the same. During this album, I wasn't miserable like how I was with the last Backstreet Boys album. It was just very meh.
I wasn't miserable. I was extremely bored, though.
Yes, it was just so, like...
It was mediocre. Mediocre. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Which is, like, insane, because this is their most popular album. Like, or maybe not most popular, but most successful.
I think it, yeah.
At least made them the most money. And it's just, like, bearable. That's crazy to me. But I don't know. The 90s were a strange time.
This song was their fourth, like, single released from this album. Because they released 4 singles, and this was their 4th one. I don't think I've ever heard the song before. But it was more upbeat. For me, it was just too cheesy to really like, though.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the stuff is, but it just wasn't. The one thing I did like about it is that it was catchy, and it had a synth-like beat underneath all their layers or whatever that they had. That's about it, though. So.
Understood. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Shoot, I was gonna say something.
What?
I was gonna say something. I can't remember. One thing that's good about this album is they're not whispering sweet nothings into your ear for, I don't think, at all during this album. They might have, like, once really, really quick, but it's not like they start off the album like, hey, baby, I know you're sad.
It's not uncomfortable.
Yeah. I know you're sad, and you need a big, warm Backstreet Boys man hug.
That made me cringe. Horribly. Next song.
Back to Your Heart.
Correct. Kevin.
They definitely have their most popular song at 2. That people don't have to, like, skip through a bunch of garbage to get to it, but they still have to listen to one song, or, like, skip one song and give at least a little bit of a sound.
But that one song wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Right.
that's definitely why that's at 2.
Yeah, but that song it peaked at number 6 on the Hot 100 though, which is so crazy because of how popular it is now.
Yeah, that is weird. But I literally have nothing to say about this song. It's
okay.
just
I looked at
Backstreet
Genius
Boys.
lyrics. So apparently Kevin in the band helped write this song for his recently broken up with girlfriend, who is now his wife.
Huh, how about
Which
that?
gives the song more meaning than the other ones, so I'll give credit for that, but it was still a pretty basic love song, which kind of is... If it really means something, and I guess that's their style, but, like, if it really means something, you think it would be different.
Yeah.
It just wasn't different, and that... I don't know, that kind of got to me. And, it was just still too cheesy for me personally, but I'm also not really emotional at all, so... There's that. But next song...
The next song is Spanish Eyes, and this one was just kind of like it was really random to me. It has like Spanish clackers and flamenco guitar in the back.
It sounds how you think it would sound,
Yes.
though.
It's just like really random that they were talking about specifically Spanish eyes. Like,
I think it meant like that's the part of the girl they were attracted to, or her eyes.
but like they had to specify that it was Spanish eyes. Like, Spanish eyes aren't any different than like
No,
American
I don't know.
eyes. Or like,
I don't know. I read. Okay, when I was doing like the song meanings thing.
Spanish isn't a race, it's a nationality, right?
Yeah.
Latino is the race. So Spanish eyes would be similar in comparison to American eyes, not Caucasian eyes.
I don't.
Oh, I might have confused myself. I don't know. Sorry if I mess that up.
Anyway, people apparently really love this song, and one comment said that like it is about a Spanish or Hispanic or whoever, like girl or whatever. So I don't know. That's all I could find. I couldn't really find a lot of detail in the song.
I think Hispanic might be the race. Is Latino? I don't. Dude, beats me.
Why is there hair on the bottom of that box?
Right here.
Okay,
Ew, that's disgusting.
the song was really boring. Apparently the lyrics are beautiful.
Sorry, I was showing her something on my phone.
Howie is the one that sang it, and apparently he doesn't.
Howie Mandel?
I don't know how to answer. Bro, what if it was? What if it was? He came out there with this.
Doesn't he do the radio show?
That's Howard Stern.
Wait, Howie Mandel's the germaphobe that does Price is Right. Not Price is Right. Not Price is Right. The one where they have the suitcases.
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal.
He has the flavor saver.
Yes. He's like a germaphobe. If you watch...
Howard Stern looks like a warlock. This man, I swear, he's like...
Uh-huh.
No, Howard
Dude,
Stern.
but if you watch
Stern.
Deal or No Deal and pay attention, he never like shakes hands with people, I don't think.
I don't blame him.
Because like he's such a germaphobe.
He's weird. He has a TikTok. He's just gone downhill
I've seen that.
fast. Yeah, I think that's all I have though. The next song.
So the next song is No One Else Comes Close. And the next song is The Perfect Fan. It's just a nice little sweet song about his mommy. And I can always get behind being nice and loving to your mommy. It was honestly really heartwarming because it's basically about his mom being like a good fan of his and like pushing him to do his best. Pretty much is what I pieced from it, but I didn't look at the Genius
and like
lyrics or
how
anything.
she's like supportive and stuff. That's why she's the perfect fan.
Yeah, but it was nice because it wasn't about love in like a sensual way, like it
was pure.
Yes,
like,
it was about loving your mom, and that made me feel good.
Because originally who wrote it? Brian. When he started writing it, it was about a fan, but then he changed it to be about his mom. And so I could get behind this like slower kind of song because it actually had meaning, and they also incorporated some strings, and that was really nice.
Word.
I liked that. Okay. Thank you. Did you throw...
No. It's alright.
How do we have people listen to this? I mean,
I don't know. This one wasn't a great one because I was kind of like the baby and let's go, huh?
Alright, so where would you put this one on your...
Like 70s, maybe.
It's higher than the last Backstreet
Yes, it's
Boys
definitely
album.
higher than the last one, but the last Backstreet Boys I think I had in the 80s. So like 70s, 60s.
I would also put it above the NSYNC one from last time, too.
Yes. Sorry for anybody that just loves NSYNC and hates Backstreet Boys or vice versa, but they're like the same band. Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
That's my mommy's diploma. She just spilled tea all over like the casing.
Okay,
that the
you say all
in.
over. There's one drop.
There
that
are
I see.
There are four.
Where?
I see 4 drops. Look at it better.
Okay.
Look at it better.
Hey, don't tell me to open my eyes.
Hey, no. We're doing the podcast and moving the mic.
I'm cleaning
Just lick it up.
No. Ew, what?
But they're like the same band. Literally, like, they have their music written by the same people, pretty much. And they're just cheesy boy bands for little 12-year-old girls from the 90s. So, like...
I know more NSYNC songs, though, personally.
I have no clue. I couldn't tell you, because I honestly couldn't tell you what's an NSYNC song and what's a Backstreet Boys song.
When we get to the NSYNC No Strings Attached album, you'll know.
Wait, wasn't there another album that's called No Strings Attached that we have to listen to?
I don't know.
No Strings Attached album. I might be tripping.
NSYNC, because they look like puppets. Like, that's their whole thing.
I think I'm tripping.
Possibly.
I feel like there was something that was like... had something to do with strings or like... attaching or no. Sorry.
No.
Where are you on your list of 92 for this?
It's pretty low. I'll say... Oh, wait, how are we doing? I would say low 70s.
So, yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say. Follow us on Twitter at TDMPOD. Well, it's rolling up, so... It's rolling up down there, so I gotta kind of wrap this up quickly. TDMPOD on Twitter, The Diamond Mine on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that jazz. So this has been the Diamond Mine Podcast with Nate and Laney. We'll be coming at you next time with Jewel.